Hello, my name is Katie, and welcome to the On Pause podcast.
Yo, I'm Julio. This week, we had Mother's Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about Mother's Day?
I don't know, it just happened. This Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it would be a great idea to talk about how grateful we are about our mothers.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Or just mothers in general.
What'd you do for Mother's Day?
I didn't do anything, honestly.
My mom said that you guys cooked your mom a meal or something.
Yeah. They made pasta with shrimp and steak.
Ooh.
And then for dessert, they made brownies. And then as a drink, I think they made margaritas.
Oh. What do you mean they? You didn't take part in this?
No.
Oh my, that's a... Yeah, because my mom told me about it, and then I was like, okay. And then I was like... And then I made some kind of comment of just being like, you wish they were your kids? And she was like, yeah.
No, honestly, for Mother's Day, growing up for me, I never really did too much for my mom. It was only when I got into, I would say early 20s is when I started doing things for my mom. Like even for like her birthday, I would always ask my siblings what they wanted to do for her, or if they wanted to buy her anything. But they were kids, so they didn't really have an idea of what they wanted to do. But recently, my siblings have wanted to do more, so they've taken the initiative to plan these things out.
That's
without me asking them.
Yeah.
And then I saw she wrote out "mom" with the brownies.
That's cool.
I don't think my mom took a picture of it.
Wait, Martha or you?
Martha.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, Martha and Alex. They were both making it. I don't know if they took a picture of it, but if they did, it'll be right here. What about you?
Oh, what I did for
Yeah.
Mother's Day? Nothing. I went to the gym, and I went to hang out with my friend. But I did ask my mom in the morning if she was going to do anything, and she didn't respond. I was like, okay. Well, I guess you don't want to do anything. But I bought her flowers the day before. Even though she ruined the surprise because she was like, where are you going? What are you buying? And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I just told her. I was like, I'm going to go buy flowers for you, but it was going to be a surprise. But she ruined it.
What kind of flowers did you buy her?
It was just roses and the little white ones.
The filler things?
Oh, it's called baby breath.
It's called what?
Baby breath?
Never heard of her.
Really? Did you get new glasses?
Yeah.
What the hell, Leonte? Yeah, we didn't do anything, and Jason went to work, so she just spent her day with her favorite son.
Do you feel like your mom wasn't present?
Wasn't or was present?
Was not.
So if it's a yes, that means that she was not. Yeah, I guess so.
I guess she wasn't present?
I mean, she knows that. And I told her before, she was like, it's because I had to work and whatever. But yeah, ever since I was in basically like middle school, since we moved, I basically just did life on my own. And yeah, I'm used to it. Do you have a follow-up question?
So, have you ever celebrated Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just like getting her flowers. And I think, I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago, and then I tried to make her dinner, and then she bought food. I was like, oh, okay. So. But yeah, I think when I was little, I probably got her like a card or something.
But have you ever like went somewhere with her, like to a restaurant or?
For her birthday, yeah. Not for Mother's Day.
Mm.
Yeah, her birthday did just pass. We went to Olive Garden, all of us. Yeah, it was pretty good. And then ever since then, we got obsessed with Caesar salad. So that's why we were eating Caesar salad yesterday. So that's our like thing now. Like we make Caesar salads and put whatever chicken.
Do you think your mom is present now?
Yes and no, sometimes.
How
She has a new baby to take care of, so sometimes yes and sometimes no. Like she'll try to be, but she doesn't. She'll like ask in the wrong way, I guess. Like if she's concerned about like how I'm doing or what I'm feeling, she'll ask. Well, she'll ask it in a way that I wouldn't want to be asked, I guess, or at the wrong time, I guess. And so then I just kind of don't say anything.
What do you mean? Like she asks you something, like if you're upset
like,
and she kind of asks you kind of rude, I guess.
I don't know
like,
what she.
What's your problem? Type of question.
What did she tell me? She said, "¿Por qué estás de pendeja?" or something. And I was like, "Okay, I will tell you anything, I guess." Cut the B word out, but you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. I also didn't want to be talked to at that moment. I was like, I don't want to talk about this right now. But then I eventually told her. I told her this morning before I came here. How's your relationship like with your mom?
My relationship with my mom? I think it's gotten I think it's a good relationship. I don't think it's bad. I think we're able to have disagreements without being mad, I guess. I think right now my mom just worries because she's getting old. I think she's just worried that her children don't get along and won't get along if she's not around because of the way that her siblings are. You know, because I feel like a lot of contention with kids and their parents is with expectations, right? So like if you're a mom and you expect your kid to be or do something a certain way, but they don't, that's where a lot of problems stem from.
It's true. Yeah.
You know, like when I was a kid, when I was 16, I didn't want to be here. When I say that, I don't want to be around my family. Like I don't want to talk to them. I didn't want to I didn't want to have a relationship with them. So any opportunity that I had to leave, I took it. So that's why when I was like 17, I left.
Where did you leave?
Huh?
Where did you go to?
For like a year.
Where is that?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know the story.
Anyways, yeah, I didn't want to be here, but the times that I wasn't here, I think I would call her like every single day, or at least try to, like at night. And then she was definitely always the first person that I would tell news to. So like if I got a job or a promotion, or if I found like $10 on the ground,
yeah,
I would tell her.
That's good.
But what was your question?
How's your relationship like with your mom?
It's awesome. It just took some time to get there. How's your relationship with your mom?
It's pretty okay. I say sometimes there's its up and downs, like any relationship, but I think it's fine.
What do you say like that?
It's fine?
Yeah.
It could be better sometimes. she can make me less angry, and I can be less angry sometimes. But what can I do? Stop! It's my fault.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you're ever angry at her, or you're just kind of angry, and then she?
Not really angry at her, just at the situation or how she responded to something.
How she responded to something is you being angry at her.
No, that's me being disappointed.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't really get angry. Not like angry, like, oh. I don't know.
Just disappointed.
Yeah. Or sometimes when I feel myself like starting to get angry or feeling like I don't know, whatever, I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna step away from the situation and tell her I can't talk about this right now. We'll talk about this later. Or something. Or I'll just leave. Like, I need to go on my run right now. And then we'll have the conversation after. Once it's less. What?
Have you ever felt like you needed to gain your mom's approval?
When I was younger, probably. Not anymore.
What did you try to change about yourself to get her approval? Or like what?
I think more of just like because I know she has like work and things going on or whatever. That like to me it was like, oh, my problems didn't matter as much, and I was just like, I'll deal with it myself. So it's like you don't have to be a burden, I guess, on your parents. But then I learned as I'm growing up, I was like, she became a mom, so it's kind of her responsibility to take care of me. But I also do have to take care of myself on my own. But as a child, that's not easy.
What do you mean by that? I'm confused.
Like what?
Like take care of yourself how?
Emotionally, mentally.
Like supportive?
Huh?
Like support?
Yeah. Wow, are you sure you my fault?
Like love also?
What do you mean?
Like
No, I think she showed it to us sometimes. But she's not very affectionate mom either. And I feel like I grew up that way too. It was like I don't like hugs. I don't like, I maybe hug her once in a blue moon. But yeah, I don't think she was taught that either. So I guess, and Jason's very different from both of us because he's so affectionate. He's like, but I'm just not like that. Yeah.
So you think that your relationship with your mom shaped the way that you love others?
No.
No?
Not really. It was really only towards my family that I would be like that. And then like recently one of my aunts was like, oh my god, Katie was never like this before or whatever. But I was like, I've always been like this, but just with like my close friends, I guess.
Like what?
Because I don't know, I guess more like open to talking about things that I wouldn't normally talk about. Yeah. And I think she was just caught by surprise. She was like, oh my god, Katie's never been like this, like she's changing. I was like, girl, I've always been like this. It's just you guys are not really a part of it.
This is sad.
No, it's not. I swear it's not. I turned out fine. But now I'm much better at like expressing stuff.
Expressing yourself?
No.
Or
Emotions, I guess, not myself.
expressing your emotions to your family?
Yeah, I think so. And like the disappointment goes away. Because now I'm like, I don't really care.
Disappointment for who?
For my mom, I guess. I mean, maybe she still feels disappointed, I don't know. But like for me, it's like I'm already doing what I can, and if she's not happy, she's not happy. And I can't change that.
You think your mom's disappointed in you?
Maybe. Sometimes I think she is.
Has she said that to you?
That you're a disappointment?
Yeah.
Not directly, but I would say like passively, probably.
How would you say that passively?
I don't know. Oh, the other day she told me that. What did she tell me? We were having a little like. It wasn't even an argument. It was literally just me taking. I was asking Lucas if he wanted the rest of his food, and then Lucas never eats all his food. And then I was like, okay, I'll take it. And then he got mad, and then I was like, you're always fighting with him. He's only a baby, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, I don't know how we're both going to live together. She was like, let's just go our separate ways, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, so it's just more of like when she gets heated, she'll say things that I guess are hurtful, but she'll like, I don't know.
No, it's always like, for something like that, because you live in way too close proximity to her. Like, like especially right now. Well, I don't know about before, but especially right now, since right now you're on break from school, you're not really going to school as much, so you're with her more. That just sort of happens. Like, you know how people say that before families were happier? And they usually say they were happier because they never had access to their family members 24/7. Because right now, whenever you want them, you can always just call them or like FaceTime them. But you know how like there's this saying that's like distance makes love stronger or something like that. So like having that time away from someone makes you closer to them in some sort of weird way. So that's bound to happen. Like, I don't think it's a frustration with you. I think it's just a frustration of being with someone 24/7.
I'm not with her 24/7. And then when I do leave, she's like, why do you leave me when I need you here? I'm like, girl, when I'm here, you don't want my help. So I don't know what she wants me to do. Anyways, it's not to bash my mom. This is her only time being a mom, I guess. Or her first. Well, technically it was her second child. But like, I feel like now with Lucas, my little brother, he's like her first child, I guess. Yeah. Because she never really like, she took care of us, but she was mostly working. So it was like my dad or like one of my aunts that like took care of us. So it's like, I think she's having trouble also with like raising a kid and like doing it on her own this time. Yeah. So I empathize and I understand it's a difficult situation. So, anyways, it's whatever.
It's what?
It's whatever.
This is kind of crazy. This is sad.
Why is it sad? It's not sad. It's just my life, bro.
Something can still be sad.
That's true. But I don't think that's sad. I've always had distractions. I never felt sad until I started talking about it in therapy, and their reactions were like, oh my god. Like, kind of like yours, too. And then I was just like, what do you mean? This is normal. So, I don't know. It's whatever. It's whatever.
What's something that you needed to hear as a child but never did?
Ooh. I don't know. This is a tough question. How would you respond to that?
It's not really to do with my mom.
Oh.
Because I think although I never really showed it, I was always appreciative of her. But I think one thing that's always held me back would be like scared of failure, I guess. I think that's one thing I would tell myself, that it's okay to fail.
No, it's not.
Huh?
No, it's not. Maybe I also have a a negative way of thinking like that too, which I haven't unlearned yet. So.
What do you mean?
Like, you were like, it's okay to fail, and then I'm like, no, it's not.
What do you mean it's not?
It's just not an option. I guess this is kind of how like my mom raised us, of just being like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it more, but there's just no option of failing.
Have you ever failed in anything?
A test. Maybe. A test.
Did you feel bad about it?
Failing a test?
Yeah.
Well, we were able to do, like, make it up or something, but...
So you're okay with failing a test?
No. No. No.
No, I guess it's okay to fail, and it's okay to try.
Did you fart?
And it's okay to try and fail. No.
Oh.
He cried.
Aw, don't cry. Isn't that sad, BB?
Yeah, that's what I told myself. That it's okay to try, it's okay to fail, and it's okay to try and fail.
And I would say to myself, it's not okay to fail.
Really?
But that's just me, to myself. I'm very hard on myself.
Why?
What do you mean?
Yeah, why are you hard on yourself?
I mean, who else is gonna be? Like, no one's watching me, telling me what to do, or being like, oh, you need to do this right, or whatever. So it's really only up to me to really get things done.
What does failure mean to you?
I don't know, just like not doing enough that I could have done, I guess.
What if you do everything that you can, but you still fail?
Didn't try hard enough.
What if you give 120%, but you still fail?
You could have given 200. I think that's just how me and Jason are. We're just like very like, that's why I get so worked up in doing everything at the same time, because to me it's like, not that time is limited or whatever, but it's more of just like, I don't know, like I need to prove something.
Prove it to who?
I don't know, myself, everyone.
I think the only person that you're trying to prove it to is yourself, because I don't think anyone else has those expectations of you besides yourself. And a lot of the time,
and my mom.
well,
Maybe.
I was gonna say, a lot of the time you put the projection of what you think other people want from you on yourself. Even though they never said that's what they want from you. And you kind of put yourself in a position where you're going to be stressed, trying to prove something that doesn't exist. And, you know, sometimes it's not very healthy.
That's true. Well, I don't know how to not do anything, so I'm starting to learn that, or I had to kind of learn that for a little in the past. It's my mother.
I didn't say don't do nothing. What I'm saying is you can't have these expectations that other people put on you, or other expectations that you put on yourself because that's what you believe other people want you to do those things.
Yeah, but I kind of changed it in the last, like, few months of putting those expectations on myself, but of things that I actually want to do, and not just, like, what I think I should do, I guess. So, like, it changed a little, and I'm not feeling really as stressed out as I used to be. I'm kind of learning that I don't always have to be busy or whatever, but I'd like to be busy, so. I think it's just, like, a character trait, like, you're just kind of... Like, even if I'm not doing anything, I have to be doing something. Does that make sense?
No.
It's okay. No one understands me. I literally told that to my mom this morning. I was like, no one understands me, but it's okay. Like, I only have to understand myself, really.
You know, your mom said something about how there are some moms that want to be with their kids, but their kids don't
Want to be with their mom.
or
And
like
vice versa.
yeah, and moms don't. Wait, what did I say? Moms don't want to be with their kids, and then there are kids that want to be with their moms, but they don't spend time together. What do you think about that?
What do you mean?
Like, do you think that's true?
I mean, yeah. Do you think that's true?
I would like to believe no. I would like to believe that that every mom wants to be with her kid, but and every kid wants to be with their mom, but it's just that they're not in the same space yet. All right, because I don't know if your mom has said this before, but the thing about how you're gonna miss her when she's not around anymore.
Or she said, cuando yo me muera.
I guess that too. Do you think so?
What?
Do you think you'll miss her?
She's moving with me everywhere. What do you mean?
Well,
I don't think she believes that, though.
What if she does decide she wants to live by herself?
Oh,
and
she's not allowed to. Huh? She's not allowed to. Lucas is mine, so no problem.
Beep. You know, what if she does? Do you think? What if she decides to go somewhere?
Without me? That's her choice. I can't force her to do anything.
You're not gonna miss her?
I can call her.
That wasn't the question.
Yes and no. We might need our time apart eventually. I can still always go over. She knows where to find me. So it's not like she's leaving and then she's never going to speak to me again. I hope not.
I don't want to psychoanalyze.
But you're going to psychoanalyze.
Yeah. You said that she can find you.
Yeah.
Why can't you find her?
I can also find her. I don't care. It just depends, I guess, the situation. Because when I do move, I think it'll be to like a house with my husband and farm with animals. So I don't know if she'd want to also go. My plan was always like, oh, I'm gonna finish school, get a good job, and then take her with me wherever I go, and Lucas, but I don't think she likes that idea.
What was the last part again?
About what?
Oh, what you're gonna do? You're gonna take them with you?
Yeah, like they can live in my house. Like my house would be big enough for all of us. But I think I don't know what she wants, to be honest, but
Are there any dreams or behaviors you're only now giving yourself permission to pursue?
I don't think so.
You think you've always pursued your dreams?
I don't think I've had ones before.
No?
No, not really. Or not my own.
Whose dreams?
Not anyone particular, but it was just like something that I feel like was heavily influenced on me on what to do, but not anymore, I guess. So I don't know if it's just picking my own dreams or just like doing what I want, I guess. Ouch.
Doing what you want in what sense?
Well, I don't know. With the moving, like I'd probably move down south. Career-wise, I think I I always wanted to go to law school, and now I'm not gonna go to law school.
You're not gonna go now because you don't want to, or because you can't?
I can still go, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I probably need to get my grades up a bit more and study for the exam, which I should have taken, or I should take in the summer. But no, I don't know. I think it was just an idea that I feel like would make me successful. Like, it wouldn't fulfill me. It would just make me feel like I have money. Yeah. I'm like, oh, that seems like a good job. Like, if Jason was like, oh my god, my sister's gonna be a lawyer, and then my mom would also be like, oh yeah, my daughter, she's working 2 jobs, and she's going to school, and blah 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 blah. So I always did things to be busy, but now I feel like I'm doing things to be busy, but also to just like fulfill myself, I guess.
What's one of those things that you're doing?
Running, the podcast, going to the gym, hanging out with friends. Even though my mom gets mad that I hang out with my friends.
What are you unlearning about family, loyalty, or what love is supposed to look like?
What am I unlearning? That it doesn't need to be earned.
Love?
What are you unlearning?
That it's okay to fail. Growing up with a single mom was difficult, especially seeing that everyone else in my family had both parents. And like have both parents in one that's supposed to be more stern and one that's supposed to be more loving. Having them both in one is very confusing because you don't know what to expect from one person. Like, for example, if my brother wants something, he always asks me first, and I always tell him, ask your mom.
Right.
I'll always say no first, and then say, ask your mom. Same thing with my sisters. Our mom is always going to say yes to them, but I'll always say no to them. Right. I don't know. I don't know if I said this already, but like every Mother's Day, I would always ask I think I did say it, that I would always ask my siblings what they wanted to do for this Mother's Day, or like, okay, it's Christmas, what do you guys want to get your mom?
I have a question.
Yeah.
What do you mean that your mom's children don't get along?
Like, sometimes they'll argue and not talk to each other.
Including you or just them?
Well, I would say including me. But I'm not more so of a person that would keep a grudge. More like, if you don't want to talk to me, I guess it's fine. But I'll be here no matter what. So like, let's say, for example, Alex, if he doesn't talk to me for like 3 weeks, and then out of nowhere, he's like, hey Julio, can we go to the park? I'll say no, but I'll be like, no, you want to do something else. But, you know, I wouldn't be mad at him. Same thing with like, my sisters. Like, if they ever need anything, I'll give it to them. If they actually need it. Like, if it's for a concert, definitely not. But if they need, you know, if they're stranded and they need Uber money. Yeah. Oh, that was kind of extreme, but
Yeah.
you know, if they want food, I'd be like, depending on what they're doing, you know.
Yeah. That's good. I don't know. My mom smacked it out of us. Not literally, but when we were younger, I think maybe in middle school or before we moved, me and Jason didn't talk for like a year or two.
Why not?
I don't remember. I think I just got mad over something that he said or something stupid. But then my mom yelled at both of us, and she got annoyed, and she was like, "Just talk to each other, or I'm not gonna buy you guys something." And then we ended up talking to each other because we both wanted something more than to not talk to each other. So maybe your mom should do that. Be like, no.
Do what?
Be like, I'm not gonna cook you guys food if you guys don't talk to each other. I don't know. Something small.
True. But I don't think they care. They would cook it themselves food. Jesus. Do you have anything positive to say about your mom?
Yeah, I think it's her first time being a mom, so I appreciate her as my mother and for doing the best that she could with us. And still trying her best, I guess. So that's why I say it's nothing negative, it's just the way things were. And I don't think it's sad, it's just the way life is, I guess.
No, it's sad.
I don't think so. I think you make of it what you want to. And I don't think it's sad.
I don't think so. I think both things can be true. It is what life is, but it can be sad too. Right? Same thing. It's like it is the way life is, but it could be happy.
That's true. I mean, it wasn't always sad. She was always very thoughtful and be like, oh, she had a long day at work. She would want to like, for Dia de los Niños, she would always get us like chocolate or like a bear or something. Yeah, so even when she couldn't be there like all the time, when she was there, I think she was trying to be present. Do you have a message you want to say to your mom?
No, I know I was tough to handle. Like me personally, I was very like against authority since I was like 13. I was never a big fan of authority, never a big fan of older people. Never I was always hard to deal with, I guess. Yeah. So I know it's very difficult remember how I said earlier about how expectations versus reality type beat. Since a young age, I felt like I've always wanted a certain thing that wasn't never available to me. And I know I was always like, I guess, mean about it. Because I guess for me it's the opposite. Whereas like my mom was there, but although I appreciated it, I also wanted something more than what she could do.
She's only one person though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And I know it was difficult for her to try to fulfill both roles as a single parent. But at a certain point, I did resent her. I did have, I guess you could say, anger towards her. Not because she did anything wrong, but more because I did not like.
Does she had to like do so much?
No.
Oh.
I just did not like. I don't like anyone. I don't. Like I said, I didn't like authority. I didn't like. At a certain point, I started to not like anyone at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was very angry towards everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of, bled into me not liking my mom. I think, I can't think of the exact age, but I was definitely not a good kid. I think up until, I'll say this, there was this one Mother's Day where I think I got a necklace for her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember how I got it for her, but I think this was the last present I got her before, like, I genuinely wanted to give her something.
No.
I think I was like 13, 14. I had this necklace, and then she was bothering me to go to go to school.
Yeah.
But I had the necklace and like this little, those gift things, like that, and I was like, fine, if you want to talk to me like that, here's your present. I was gonna give it to you later.
Just because you didn't want to school.
I don't remember what. I don't remember what it was. But I kind of just like threw it onto the bed. It was like, just. I forget the words that I used, but it was kind of just a. I was gonna give it to you, but you can just have it. Something to that. And I think that was the last thing I gave her. All the way up until I was 23. Because I generally was like, I didn't hate her until I was 23, but I kind of started appreciating what she has done. I appreciated it more at that age.
That's true.
Especially now. I don't think my sisters are as bad as I was, because I was definitely like 5 handfuls of a person. And I think I'll definitely want to apologize to my mom for being such a, I don't know.
Trouble kid.
No, I didn't say troubled one time.
Oh my god, he's so fluffy now.
Just for being like a big jerk, I guess.
Yeah. That makes sense. Thank you, Mommy. Okay, so I think my mom was very hardworking. She's very thoughtful sometimes. She knows how to cook really well. So that's one thing I will miss when I leave, or when she leaves, her cooking. It's not really, I don't know if it's a good thing, I guess, but it's just something that I have to kind of learn to deal with her, is like her like anxiety or like overthinking, which I think she passed on, which she doesn't believe, but I think so. Like those things, it doesn't upset me, it's just like a thing to work around, I guess, and I'm learning to kind of work around it without trying to upset her or make her more anxious, I guess.
You're trying to work around her anxiety?
Yeah. Even though I have my own problems, but. That's it. Do you have anything good to say about your mom?
Yeah, I think. Not just my mom, but definitely, I can't speak on everyone's mom, but just that sometimes what they do can be overlooked and not appreciated. And that's why I say that I'm trying to Or try to get my siblings to celebrate.
Mother's Day.
Yeah. Or just celebrate.
Your mom.
Yeah, celebrate our mom. Because I know I didn't.
Happy belated Mother's Day, and thank you for watching this long episode with us. And hopefully you learned something from us, or hopefully this can help you in some way. And if you relate, comment down below, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye. Did you pause it?
Yeah.
I did it.